Hey, this is Charles Alvarez. One of the things that I love about working with professional services companies like IT outsourcers, staffing companies, recruiting companies, software developers, financial services, is that unlike a manufacturing facility or a old economy type of business, is we can literally change in the matter of seconds which markets we want to go after. And lately what we've been working with our clients here in Houston for is we've been working with them to help them go after and penetrate new markets, because the upstream oil and gas, as many of you know, is very, very difficult right now. So what I wanted to walk you through in this video, or in this week's drip campaign, is I wanted to kind of walk you through what are the 3 necessary things that you must have as you go out there and penetrate a new market. So the first thing you have to have is you have to know exactly who your target market is. In other words, which market or which industry do you want to go after. So there are 2 types of industries that we find going on at the same time. One, some industries are in contraction, some industries are in expansion. Stay away from those that are contracting and go into the ones that are actually expanding. For example, even though upstream oil and gas is very difficult right now, what we're finding is that chemical companies, petrochemical companies, and agriculture companies are actually starting to see their margins expand, because their feedstock, which is oil and gas, is now going down, so they are able to finally have, after a lot of years, almost 17 years, they're starting to see margin expansion instead of contraction. Also, as you figure out who your target market is, try to paint a picture of exactly who that person looks like that you want to meet. What's their title? How many employees does this company have? What are their issues? In other words, what are their challenges that they're having right now in their particular business? And if you need to go on the internet and just Google for issues in petrochemical, or what a operations manager in the agriculture business worries about, you can find a lot of information there. And also, don't be afraid to tap into your existing network and find out some information about which market you're trying to target with that as well. There's some great information just if we ask people, so don't be afraid to go out there and ask. So the first thing, like I just said, is got to pick the right target market, or the target market that's an expansion that you can really go in there and penetrate quickly with your product and service. The second thing is you have to have the right message to that target market. And oftentimes the message that works in one market oftentimes can be translated into another market. As a matter of fact, once we find out what message resonates with one market, we typically find that we only have to tweak it ever so in order for it to resonate with another market as well. But again, it's really difficult to do a message if you don't first do your research as to who is your target market and what are the challenges they have, and how can your product or service help them overcome whatever challenges those are. So the second thing is message. And then the third thing is media. Media is simply which communication channel do you want to use to be able to go out there and reach them. Some people like to be reached via email, some via phone call, some want to meet you at an event. Others want to meet you through a referral of somebody that they know. So take the time to understand what media outlet or what communication channel should I use to send my message to the right target market. Once those 3 things are in line, you can penetrate a new market very, very quickly. So if you're feeling kind of down and out or frustrated with what's happening in your business or your market, just know by having a professional services firm, you can make shifts very quickly. And the 3 things I just described do not take you much time, but are very, very powerful if you execute them.